David went back to Madrid where the title was to be decided in the last game of the season. Real had to win or the title would go to their arch-rivals Barcelona. Disaster struck when Real went a goal down. David later hit the bar, but it looked like the title was slipping away. Real eventually came back to win the game. They clinched the elusive title and Beckham got the precious leaving present he desperately craved.
Yeah, I can guarantee you that after winning the league, there's nobody who wants David Beckham to leave. And that's ideal when everything is set up. If you leave with huge memories from your side, but everyone else wants you to stay, it will always, I'm sure you'll always be a respected figure and someone that will bring a smile to people's face. So in that respect, you live in a football club of the status of Real Madrid, winning the league after 3 years and failing into it. I think he couldn't even read it in a Hollywood script.
Draped in the St. George's flag, he got a hero's send-off by the thousands of adoring fans as he brought down the curtain on his Real Madrid career.
There were people, let us not forget, less than a year ago, writing him off, saying he's going to America, that's the end of a career, this is the final chapter. And Beckham's telling us that no, it's not the final chapter, it's an enduring ballad between him and Posh, and it's an enduring good story of a fairly brilliant football player.
After playing for two of the biggest and richest clubs in the world, Beckham faces a new challenge: to use his talent and fame to transform Los Angeles Galaxy and make soccer more popular in America.
My decision was to sign for the LA Galaxy. I'm very honoured that they've given me the chance to play and to hopefully take soccer in America, you know, to a different level.
Can Beckham make soccer big in the States where other football greats have failed?
David Beckham going to America will be bigger than Pelé going to America. When Pelé went, I was there. When Pelé went, it changed the whole face of soccer in America. Everybody would want to come to Cosmos games, and wherever they played, there'd be big crowds. I think David Beckham will be as big as that on the pitch and bigger off the pitch.
I think people are interested in David Beckham more as a celebrity than a soccer player because soccer's not that big a deal in the United States. It's not nearly as big a sport as baseball or basketball.
Although David has moved to Hollywood, some of the soccer there is a far cry from the glamour of Tinseltown. The American League is very different from the higher standards that David is used to.
First thing that David Beckham will notice won't be the home games at the Galaxy and the crowds and the amount of people that will be around, because that will be normal. But when he goes away from home and some of the pitches and some of the lack of understanding of the game, and some pitches have got American gridiron football lines on them as well as soccer lines. So I think when he sees that, I think that'll be a bit of an eye-opener.
The lower standard of play may affect his game.
You know, Beckham, playing for Real Madrid, Beckham knows that if he puts a relatively decent ball in, you know, at the other end he's got Van Nistelrooy, just got to put it near him and Van Nistelrooy will get to the ball. He knows that if he passes the ball inside to play a 1-2, he's going to get the ball back because he's got people who are good who can pass the ball accurately to him. He's surrounded by players who are not as good technically. Everything changes.
Beckham's basic salary is reported to be in the region of $10 million a year, 5 times more than the collective salaries of the LA Galaxy team and more than every player in US Major League Soccer combined.
Until the players get to know David, I think there's going to be, some of them will have a bit of resentment towards him. But I have spoken to people who've played with Beckham, you know, week in, week out, and they say that he really is a really, really great guy. And it's really very difficult to dislike him. And I think that is an edge for Beckham, the fact that strip away all the hype and whatever, he's not a diva. He's a guy who works his rear end off in training, and I think people will respect that.
David has a massive challenge in using his appeal to make soccer more popular in the States, as the Beckhams try to join the Hollywood elite.
I think there's a good chance that they'll make it. I think that Their friendship with Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise and Jennifer Lopez is certainly helping. I would say already in the States they're certainly B-list celebrities. I mean, they have a relatively high profile over here. They're not superstars, but they do have a high profile. I know that the United States is kind of the last big market for them where they're not huge superstars. And David Beckham has actually said that he hopes that the move to the U.S. will help raise his profile here and help him become a more recognizable figure in the U.S. And I know that Victoria will do everything she can to try to support that.
I definitely think that David Beckham is going to be helping to promote soccer here. I mean, they're paying this guy a ton of money, and he's good looking, and he's a great soccer player. So if he can't bring soccer to America, then I think then they should just give up.
I have no doubt if you look at his success in this country and how he rose from being unknown to being an overnight name that is on the tip of everyone's tongue, there's no reason why that appeal won't translate to America. And I think if he had any doubt, he wouldn't be doing it. He's not going there to fail.
We've never had such an enduring love affair, and I call it love affair with all its ups and downs, as we have had with David Beckham. And that's the heart of it. There's always a new chapter to engross us.